Hey everybody, my name's Chris. Welcome to Casual Fragrances. Hope you're having a great day. I'm here with my good friend Steven from REDOLESSENCE.
How's it going, guys?
So if you're new to my channel and you like fragrance-related content, make sure you support by clicking that red subscribe button down below. And if you want to learn about a lot of different fragrances from niche to designer and indie, definitely check out Steven's channel, REDOLESSENCE. I'm going to leave a channel down below. You'll definitely enjoy that channel as well. So today we're talking about a fragrance from the house of MFK, or Mason Francis Kirchhoff. He is actually the new perfumer for the house of Christian Dior, which is amazing as well. But he has a lot of amazing fragrances from his own brand. I'm going to leave the website down below so you can learn more about the brand. I don't want to make this video, but this fragrance is Grand Soir. So I'll make this story really quickly. I haven't smelled this for almost 4 years. I was trying to smell it at the boutiques, but they were all emptied. I couldn't smell it from the tester. They had no samples, which is kind of weird, but nevertheless, I finally smelled it, and I fell in love with it. I literally had to wait a couple paychecks, and I finally have a bottle now. I was telling Steve, he was like, "What? I had to wait a couple paychecks to get it," but hey, we don't have money like that. Relax. I love this one a lot. I'm gonna leave the price and information down below. It comes in 2 different sizes. They have the 70 ml here, and they do have the big boy that's like over $500 for 200 ml. So if you have the money, go ahead. I'll leave the links down below. Neiman Marcus, Saks, and I think Nordstrom have it to try out and buy it. So the note breakdown, I'm gonna leave on the screen here, posted for you. I'll go over them. We have amber, benzoin, tonka bean, lavender, and labdanum. Oh man, it's amber. It's sweet. I would say maybe slightly boozy, but it's a fragrance you want to wear in the colder weather. This is one that's going to garner attention. I feel like you have to maybe wear your Sunday best, nice dress outfit, looking sharp. I feel like it's not your casual scent, but you're paying a lot of money, so you probably wear it whenever you want. But I really have nothing negative to say about it. It's an amazing scent.
Yeah, it's definitely one of MFK's best. I have a close cousin to it, which is Absolute pour le Soir, and I don't think that one can be found in stores, although you can purchase it online if I'm remembering correctly, or at least that's what somebody said to me a long time ago. This one has that same ambery personality, less animalic, less of that beeswax honey thing happening. And as Chris said, this is more on like the labdanum, benzoin, ambery side of things. Beautifully done for the colder weather, fall and winter is exactly when you want to be wearing this one. It's definitely the fragrance to make a statement, right? You're wearing your Sunday's best, as Chris said, dressed up in a formal get-up. You want to give a good impression. This is definitely going to ensure that you get noticed. Some of the other MFK fragrances, some people have said, like Apom and Pluriel, they might be a little bit on the softer side of things. Grand Soir and Absolute pour le Soir, both of those are quite heavy. You're definitely going to make a statement.
If you like the note of amber and fragrances, this is an amber lover's dream fragrance. What I mean by that is that note is going to take over this fragrance. You're going to get some vanilla, some benzoin, so it's sweet as well, and some tonka bean, but the amber is the heart of this fragrance. Yeah. Amber is what makes this fragrance come alive. And everybody that has this fragrance praises it. Yeah. I thought it was like, oh, why the hype? Everybody hype up stuff. I can sit here and tell you from what I've worn, the hype is real. And when I wear this, majority of the time, nobody has this fragrance on. And people look at me like, wow, you smell good. What is that? Like, they're curious to know what I'm wearing. And they're like, what? MFK, what is that? And I had to show them a picture and the website. And like, man, I got to get me a sample. I want to smell different. And you will smell different wearing this fragrance. I mean, it's one where, I said before, you look dressed up. I feel like when you're dressed up, you look more presentable. And to have a fragrance like this, you're going to get people asking you questions. You're going to turn their head like, who is this guy? Who is this person wearing this fragrance?
And it's strong enough that you'll get noticed. And with the exception of Baccarat Rouge 540, definitely, no matter what MFK you wear, you're going to smell different. Baccarat is kind of the only one that everybody smells like, or, there have been a lot of inspirations on the market, and so that is a familiar smell for a lot of people, but this one is really wonderful. There are a lot of amber fragrances out there. Dior has some wonderful ambers. Of course, Tom Ford has Amber Absolute. There's a lot of brands that have dipped their foot into the amber pool, so to speak. This one is a really dry amber. It's not too sweet. I know there's vanilla and tonka bean, but they're not overpowering in the composition. It still has that resinous balsamic warmth that really put you in the mindset of amber more than it puts you in the mindset of gourmand.
This is one you need to go to a Neiman Marcus, a Nordstrom, or Saks where they have MFK at, and just try it out on your skin. Because most time they have the testers available. Spread on your skin and see how it develops. I think a lot of people that like amber fragrances probably heard of this fragrance, have tried it out. So if you're new to amber fragrances and maybe you want to dip your toes in more of expensive amber, definitely check this out. Go to MFK Boutique and try all their fragrances because you might find something you like more than this. I mean, they have a new fragrance called 724, which me and Steven both covered on our channels. I'll leave a link down below for my video as well as Steven's.
Thank you.
That fragrance is awesome. We both like that. But that's more of a fresh fragrance. That's not your typical fall and winter fragrance. This is more of a fall winter cozy fragrance. Talk about performance a little bit. Just keep in mind, I'm only going off of my skin. Everybody's skin chemistry is different. This one here projects goodly for the first, I want to say 2 hours. Is very heavy. So you don't need to go 5, 6 sprays. Maybe 1, maybe 2. This could potentially fill up a room. It's heavy. Longevity, that means you get 8 hours. It could probably last longer, but by the 8-hour mark, I just don't worry about it no more. It got me through a day. That's what most people care about.
Yeah. Performance is really good. I had a decant many years ago. I've never owned a bottle of it. I can say Absolute Pour Le Soir has amazing performance, and the few times that I've worn this one from my decant, it actually did really well. I would say in the wheelhouse of like 8 hours. So agreed there, yeah.
A little bit on season, which we already talked about. It's more of a fall and winter fragrance. I couldn't see myself wearing it in spring or summer. I mean, if you feel like you can wear it, that's cool. I'm just giving recommendations because I just know it's very heavy to want to wear in the summer months, and people around you might get annoyed with this kind of fragrance. It's too heavy to wear in the hot weather outside. But by all means, you're buying it, so wear it whenever you want. Just be respectful of people around you wearing a fragrance like this. We don't really touch too much on ratings sometimes, but at the end of the day, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing I won't give it a 10 out of 10 because I know people are going to say the price is expensive, over $200. For a bottle. You might find it discounted for a little bit, like $180, $170, but, it's more of an expensive fragrance. You're paying for a luxury fragrance. You're going to smell different than anybody else. Designer fragrances. So if you have the coin to pay for it, definitely try to get a sample and see if you think it's worth the price it is.
That's great. And I think 9 out of 10 is a great score. And I think something like Baccarat Rouge for a lot of people would be a 10 out of 10. And, it's popular for a reason, right? So if something like Baccarat is a 10 out of 10, for me, something like Aqua Universalis would be a 9 out of 10. I truly love that fragrance. Something like this would be like an 8 out of 10. So it's very high up there. There are some MFKs that I'm not particularly fond of, but this is one that I truly love.
Just a little spoiler, this will be in my top 8 fall fragrance list. Hopefully in a couple of days I'll post it. I'm not going to tell you what number it is, but it's going to be the list. I took a while to get it, and I love the fragrance. I truly do. That's why I bought a bottle of it. You should definitely go there and try it for yourself. You might love it as well. You may not. But at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this review on it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Steve, for being another video. I do appreciate
of course. My pleasure.
If you want to learn more about fragrances from my channel or Steven's, I'm definitely going to leave a link down below to Steven's channel. And I will link his 724 video from his first impression, so you can watch that video and learn more about the MFK brand as well.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. Be safe, everyone. We'll catch you next video. Peace.
Take care.